Alright, so the next thing you're going to want to consider when looking at a document camera is the price of the camera. So we've separated them into three basic price ranges, but for the best performance you're going to want a purpose-built document camera. Those are going to start around $200. So our first price range is about $200 to the $400 price range. And in this price range your cameras are generally USB powered, the USB ports in the back. These would connect directly to a computer. They're controlled through software. As you can see, there are no buttons of any kind on these cameras, so they're controlled on your computer. Generally can record audio and video. They work really well. These tend to be a little more portable than some of the larger units, such as this one here. Collapse down, bend this down. This one even has a built-in handle. While cameras in the $200 to $400 range are going to work incredibly well for about 90% of the users, the next step up is the $500 to $800 price range. Now in this price range, as you can see, the cameras are much larger. Generally will all have video outputs. So you can see here, VGA outputs, as well as USB, RS-232, maybe a digital output. Some of these cameras in this price range will have SD card slots. You can save images, maybe even video directly to the camera. You might even have a video pass-through, such as right here. This is a VGA pass-through. That allows you to connect the camera in line with your computer and your projector. Video goes from the computer to the camera and then back out to the projector. And you can switch between your computer and document camera at will. As you can also see from these cameras, you're going to see controls on the camera. We'll show you some of those. Got buttons on here, the zoom wheel. Over here you have all the camera controls right there. These will generally come with remote controls as well, so you can move around the room. You'll have a lot more lighting options with these, whereas on your lower end cameras you'll generally have one, possibly multiple LEDs that'll either turn on or off. With these you may have a few other options. You have an LED you can turn on and off. You may have some fluorescent lighting that you can move around because it's on a gooseneck like so. Those you can turn on and off. You may also have mechanical zoom. Other cameras, the lower end cameras, will have your digital zoom. In this price range you might also find cameras with built-in microphones capable of recording audio and video. You may be able to record onto the camera. You may have to have it connected to a computer. These are going to give you that option. You can have them freestanding, just connected to a projector. You can connect them to a computer, control it like you would a USB camera, and it'll give you some more flexibility because you are connected to the computer. You can save directly to the computer. Whereas when it's just connected to a projector, you want to make sure that you can save on board the camera. There's Elmo here, everyone's favorite, can save directly onto your computer. You got some of your controls on the top. You got your outputs along with the video pass-through on here. So these types of cameras would be for your more demanding users, maybe a higher grade level classroom. It's going to give you possibly higher resolutions than a lower end camera. It's going to give you a lot more flexibility. You can do a lot more with them. Our next price range to look at is about $1,000 and higher. Generally in that price range, you're going to find what we would call desktop document cameras. Those are your larger cameras that have a very large base. They're going to have a lot more lighting configurations, digital outputs, higher zoom rates, higher resolution cameras, and those are for your most demanding of users, whether it be a courtroom, engineer, architecture type of environment, where you're looking at CAD drawings, blueprints, things like that. You need to really get zoomed in on it. You need high-res images. Those are going to be the ones to look at. Some of those cameras also have built-in LCD preview monitors, so that way in a large auditorium type of environment, the presenter can actually see what's being projected on screen without having to turn around and look at it. You might also be able to get them with light boxes or various configurations of lighting for your most demanding users.